Happy Monday. Reminder to send me a text or use the chat function if you have a question. We'll get started with John Reed and then go to John Shipley.
How you doing, Coach? I don't know if you can hear me or not.
Yes. I got you.
Tell me what your approach is this week. You know, so much uncertainty after this week. I mean, are you approaching this any other week? I mean, what is your approach this week?
Yeah, I think like anything, I think it's obviously the last game of a disappointing year. We want to. It's the start of a new year, kind of what I talked about yesterday when I talked to the team after the game. It's the first game of 2021. Looking at it and trying to say, okay, listen, we've got to, really focus on this one game and how important it's going to be to how we feel and how we, leave the building, all those things. And I think after this game, then it's time to look at, to reflect back. And, because I really, and that's been my talk with the coaches and the players, because reflecting back now is not going to help us, win this football game that, we're playing a division opponent, we're playing on the road. It's important for us to win because obviously it's in division and that's what we do. We try to win. And I know that, it's a big game. It's obviously been flexed to 4:00. There's going to be a lot of eyes on it. And, hey, let's go out there and try to put a complete game together. We put quarters together. We put halves together. We haven't put, 4 quarters together for, the full season. And, that's what we're trying to do. I think I just try to tell them the truth and try to help the coaches and help the players, block out a lot of the distractions because, you're talking about, being fully committed for the, 6 days and focus on everything that you have to do and can do to, help each other win.
Just a quick follow. Do you expect James Robinson to practice this week?
John, I can't tell right now. I mean, he still has swelling. So we can't do anything until that swelling goes down. So, I'm hoping, I have a better chance on Wednesday. And, if the swelling's not down, then, obviously it's not going to look good. But, I'm not ready right now to say, it's for sure because there's still a chance.
No problem. Thanks for everything.
Yep. No, thank you, John.
Thanks, John. We'll go to John Shipley.
Hey, Coach. With the quarterback position this week, is it going to be similar process to how you guys handled it last week with Mike and Gardner competing in practice?
Well, John, we just obviously as coaches finished up the game, finished up the grading. We really haven't talked about it. I'm still waiting for the final injury, report, to come in. And so I haven't gotten together with, Jay or Ben and talk about how we're going to go forward. So I think, obviously that's something that we normally do in the afternoon. So I think we'll go this afternoon and we'll discuss it and then make the best decision for the team.
Thanks, Coach. I appreciate it. And thanks for everything.
No. Yep.
Thanks, John. We'll go to Mark Long.
Hey, Doug. How are you?
Hey, Mark. Good, Mark.
Good. Happy Monday. I was just curious, of all of your quarterback debacles that you've gone through season-wise, where does this one rank?
It's been tough. I mean, I think we all know that. I think that it's been tough. It's been tough, not necessarily from, the people you're dealing with, the players themselves. All the players have been great. I mean, they're trying, they're doing their best. And we're trying to do our best to put them in that position. It's just, it's just been tough when you don't get that production, out of that position. And there's a lot of things that go into it, but obviously I haven't had that. I haven't really had an opportunity to really have someone in that position that can really, I guess, get a lot of things done. And that's not the player's fault.
Thanks, Doug. I appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem, Mark.
Thanks, Mark. We'll go to Sam Kavaris and then Mia O'Brien.
Hey, Sam. Happy holidays.
Hey, you got me? There we go.
Yes, I got you. Happy holidays.
Yep. Thanks. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year to you. Before I ask my question, I just wanted to say on behalf of everybody how much we appreciate what you have done with the media this year. And I know a lot of guys have told you that individually, but I think everybody understands what's going on, and can't say enough for how you guys treated us and how you've
everybody's been great. You should never, whatever frustration or anything you have, you should never pick it out on people that have to do their jobs, and you guys have done your jobs well. And I don't get upset of questions that you have to ask. And like I said before, I think that I can say this. Mark asked me where things have ranked, with the quarterbacks. But I can tell you from a standpoint of media and people that are high character and print the truth and ask good questions and appreciate everything and have an understanding. This is by far the number one place that I've been.
Well, we appreciate that, but I will say that there's not many guys who have sat in your chair who would have handled it the way you did, and we all appreciate that. So my question is, because we've experienced the opposite in the past, when you look at this game Sunday and how it reflects so many of the other games, what happens when the score is 10-10 or 13-10, and then why does it so quickly get away? Is it a change in scheme that they come out of the locker room with, or communication problems that you alluded to yesterday? What actually happens after
the communication problem? Yeah, the communication problem was just on the second interception. With the play that was called. I mean, we shouldn't have obviously two receivers in that same area. So that was in regards to the communication question. I think, a lot of times when you come back, it's like, if you go back into that third quarter coming out, first of all, I thought, Aldrich did a great job. I mean, we were trying not to kick the ball to Cordell Patterson. I think everyone knows how good of a kick return. He might be the best kick returner I've ever faced in my years in the league, and I think Joe D would say the same thing. So we come out, and then obviously we kick the ball, and he's going to, we wanted to move him left and right, but now here comes a return. So all of a sudden we get him stopped, at the 23, inside the 25, which is a big win for us. I know that on the outside you might not, people might say, but you watch Cordell Patterson, I mean, he has 42 returns. I mean, it's unbelievable. So you start with that. And then now you go and, you look at it, and it's a short pass and up the middle. Now all of a sudden, they get a first down, and now all of a sudden you're sitting 3rd and 5. It's 3rd and 5, and all right, it's an incomplete pass. They're on our 36-yard line. We had given up the pass to Montgomery, for big yardage early. So now you're at 3rd and 5, and you're like, okay, maybe it's going to be a field goal. Now they go for it. So now it's 4th and 5, and they go to Allen Robinson, and he wins, and now it's first down, where you make a play there, on 4th down. Now you got the ball at the 36 in a 13-10 game, and you got a chance. And those are the things. So you start to lose momentum. So it wasn't really a scheme approach. They just went to their playmakers, and we tried to do the best we could to get on those guys, and they forced us to pretty much cover everyone, which is going to spread us a little bit thin. And then they went to, what they felt was the best matchup for them, and we just couldn't get it done. So they score, and then, we come back, and, like I said in the thing, we go back and it's our first, I forget, I think Mike threw a pass and to the back or check down, and we got a bunch of yards and on a play action pass that we're trying to go deep, and we get called for a holding penalty. Well, we know that we have a lot of challenges, with that, and then we go ahead and punt it, and then we get a muff punt or a fumble punt, and they recover, and then we get another unnecessary roughness, and now they're starting, basically close to midfield. So they get that, and now you're like, okay, all right, here we go. Let's stop them. Let's keep them, and then we almost get. I think if J-Dub gets that ball, it could be a pick six. I'm not saying that, but we should have gotten the pick, and then now they go ahead and score. So I think when you look at these games and they're tight, and then you start pulling out these critical plays that you wish you could just make a play that's going to get you the ball back. It changes it, and then when you do get the ball, these critical errors of a holding penalty that's going to put us in tough position. These are the things that occur, when you're not winning football games. When you're winning football games, you can either overcome these shortcomings, or you making those plays. And right now we're not doing that, and that's why we are where we are.
Thank you, Doug.
Yep, you're welcome.
Thanks, Sam. We're going to wrap up with Mia O'Brien.
Hey, Doug, obviously I know you're not looking at anything other than this Sunday's game, but you've been through this before. How difficult is it to keep your guys focused, or for yourself to not see all this hype surrounding the fact that this franchise will have the number one pick come April in the draft?
Yeah, I think, obviously I'm, completely focused, on the next game ahead of us, and especially, it's I go back, and you guys know with these stories. When I was in high school, one of the assistant coaches, his name was Coach Burke of the freshman team. So I was at Mount St. Michael Academy. And our freshman year, the second to last game was really for the championship against a school called Holy Cross, and we lost. And we were obviously, when you're a freshman, and we had a really good bunch of guys, we were devastated. And so now we're going into the last game, with really nothing to play for. And he had played at Notre Dame and had gotten an injury. So, he had played for, we had a gentleman named Howie Smith, who was also part of the staff, who actually played for Newt Rockne. He must have been about 80. But anyway, he got up in front of the team, and we were all young kids. And he's like, people are going to say what they want about the season, but I can tell you this, you're only as good as your last game. That was his speech to us. And if you guys, go out there and, think you had a good season and you get your ass kicked in this last game, well, you know what? It's been a pretty shitty season. He goes, but if you go out there and win this game, hey, it's been a disappointing season, but at least there's something to go. And I remember that when I was a freshman in high school, because I was feeling sorry for myself, as a kid. You feel shitty and you feel sorry for yourself. And I learned the lesson that, hey, you just keep fighting, you keep going, and then when you get to this last one, you want to end it. You know what I'm saying? The right way. So my focus is on the team, knowing that, there's a part of me that that feels, hey, listen, if the community is excited and the fans are excited, I'm happy, because I know we haven't, done what we've done. And, if we did a good job and we were winning games and we were getting ready for the playoffs, and we'd be excited about something else. So, I'm just glad that there's people that actually care, about what's going on and care about this football team. That's the most important thing. And I feel, I wish that, obviously that we all could have done, a better job of where we are, but we can't really control what's on the outside, and we put ourselves in this position. And now, we have an opportunity to go out and win this game and end the season with a win, and that's important.
Awesome. Thanks, Doug. Appreciate you.
Yep. Thank you.
Thanks, Mia. Thank you, Coach. We'll see everyone on Wednesday.
Okay. All right. Thank you, guys.